Which is the best camera in a compact smartphone? The fabulous Google Pixel 7 is up against the mighty Galaxy S23, so which is the smartphone producing the better photos and videos? Let's inspect. Two great smartphones, 7 different cameras, and there's gonna be just one winner. Is it gonna be the Google Pixel 7, which is something like the unicorn in its price point given the amazing camera qualities, or it's gonna be Galaxy S23 to steal the show because of the fantastic 2023 AI processing brought by the Snapdragon 8 Generation 2? We're gonna find out soon enough, and if you want to explore all these samples by yourself in their full resolution, head over to the video description and download everything, and now let's get into it. Main cameras, a daytime photo as a starter. Both look great with excellent dynamic range, correct exposure and good colors. The moment I've zoomed in 3 times digitally, I saw the first big surprise, greater texture on the left where we have the S23, and initially I thought it's just a little sharper. But adding more sharpness to the right doesn't seem to bring the quality on par, so it looks like the Google Pixel has a bit worse captured photo after all. With this main camera night sample, looks like Pixel 7 preserves a lot more details. However, the colors produced by the Samsung phone are top-notch. I think we can have different opinions which photo is the better one. Maybe one last sample, and I feel that the so good colors on the Galaxy side make the Google Pixel taken photo look a little bad. Well, it is exactly the opposite. The main camera battle is particularly interesting because both phones are rocking 50-megapixel main image sensors, slightly larger for the Google Pixel Mate device, but the optics on the Galaxy side seems to be tad better with aperture of f/1.8. The pixel size is, however, almost 20% larger on the Google Mate phone. So maybe some video samples are gonna help us decide. I was quite certain that it would be impossible to dethrone the Pixel 7 being my favorite video smartphone, but we should give credit to S23 for the better low light stabilization and maybe the slightly better texture on the grass area. In daytime, I feel that the Galaxy phone exposes the footage in a better way, while Pixel 7 has slightly less grain and maybe just a bit more data. But that's so close, and I'll get you to decide. I think it's a matter of a preference. We'll call it a tie, but don't forget that we'll check some more categories like slow motion and portrait mode, where the main cameras are involved again. The ultra-wide captured images for a change. This seems to be easier. Brighter photo, better colors, wider. Galaxy S23 seems to be already a bit ahead, but zoom in, add more sharpness and increase the exposure, and there clearly are more details on the right. As for low-light photos, wow, looks like this game with the preserved colors is S23's secret sauce. Sharper, with more details, proper colors, clear win for the Sammy so far. Video, wider, sharper, slightly better dynamic range and a huge advantage in low light conditions. While photo processing helps the Pixel to catch up with photos, the video performance proves that S23's ultra-wide camera is the clear winner. With this year's Galaxy phone, we again have a telephoto camera. It has narrow field of view and Samsung mark it as a triple zoom camera. You might emulate the effect through a 3-time digital zoom on the Pixel, but the more you zoom in, the greater amount of digital artifacts appear. I was expecting strong performance by the Google Mate phone in low light, but the Galaxy phone shows superb performance with its night mode, and while it fails to bring too many details in the shadows, there are notably more details in the most lit areas. You notice that in video mode, S23's camera appears darker, yet a lot more details are notable, and the optical image stabilization helps a lot. Same with the daytime captured videos. While Pixel 7 has no telephoto camera at all, its Pro bigger brother has a 5-time zoom lens, and Galaxy S22 Ultra is famous for its 10-time zoom lens. and with some software manipulations when you take pictures of the moon, just saying. Still, mastering the photo editing part is actually a good thing because it will help most people to get stunning shots without spending hours for post-processing. Now, turning the phones around, and we already are looking at the selfie camera results, in this particular scenario we notice the colors leaning towards magenta for Pixel 7. There also is a portrait mode for the selfie cams. Both devices do a remarkable job in terms of post-processing with virtually zero mistakes. Testing the selfie camera of these two smartphones, we have the Galaxy S23, and that's the microphone quality. And now we're switching to Google Pixel 7 in order to figure out whether it has the better microphone. And now you could be the judges and let me know in the comments below which do you believe is the better sounding smartphone. As for slow motion, here's what it feels in terms of quality. How about some advanced creative shots and pushing the camera apps to the limits? Google's camera app is famous for being amazing about photo processing, making it one of the best and most reliable out there, and this is why you're gonna find a variety of ports for other devices. Still, it works best on a true Pixel phone, covers the basics, has HDR video recording mode, there are a few creative elements, but that's essentially it. Minimalistic, clean and sleek, Google's undisputed supremacy is about the photo and video editing, and here Google Photos integration has instrumental role about this success. This is why portraits look so natural, and you can take almost any kind of photo and parse it through the inbuilt editor in order to blur the background. Out of the box, the phone has this LED-based warning when a countdown timer on a photo is set. There also is the famous eraser tool, and I've seen some amazing achievements with it. S23's camera app is more about creativity and versatility. Unlike Google's software, we have professional modes for both videos and photos, expert RAW mode, integrated document scanner, even the AR zone. And Samsung have integrated their own processing tools. Similar to the eraser on Google Pixels, you can easily adjust the pictures taken with your Galaxy and extract objects or people, add some backgrounds and transform your photos in many creative ways. In that regard, I feel that Samsung's gallery and photo editing apps are almost the best in the Android world and true competitors to what Apple gives to their users. Bottom line time, and I think the S23 with all the firmware enhancements in the past few weeks has become so good that now it truly matches the Pixel 7 performance in terms of what the camera setup can do, and in most situations it's either going to be the same or slightly better or slightly worse depending on the lighting conditions and the use case scenario. But doesn't matter which of these two smartphones you're going to buy, they would offer exceptionally good camera performance. Maybe S23 has two more advantages on top of that, besides being smaller and having the telephoto camera sensor. The fact that with Pixel 7, Google have reached the maximum of what they could extract out of the camera because almost the same setup is already present with the Pixel 6, and there's been long enough time to do that, while S23, although having a lot of similarities to the predecessing unit, runs a brand new system on a chip with a lot more powerful AI, and I expect with further software enhancements the camera is going to become even better. But again, these two are amazing, and whichever you get, it's gonna be exceptionally good. We also could add that S23 is lighter, feels better in the hand, charges a bit quicker, nicer display, and costs $200 more than the mighty Pixel 7, which on the other hand has this so famous Pixel experience in terms of software. And as usual, most of the updates and enhancements and the new releases of Android OS are first going to reach this series. Well, in the end of the day, because both of them are so similarly well performing, I can't really pick a winner, so I'll let you decide in the comment section below which of those phones do you prefer, and tell me why. And it's been such a pleasure to present to you all of these samples, which, as already mentioned, you can grab from the link in the video description below. As usual, I'm going to put a link to both devices as well, and if you want to support the channel, that's going to be the same place where you can find more information about how to do it. Thank you very much for watching this. Thank you for being part of my journey, and if you want more cool tech inspections, please subscribe to the channel. I'm Michael, can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!